Hey, you guys, it is time. I know, that time again. Come on, it's Transformation Tuesday. Well, here we are again, you guys. Time for another weigh-in. This marks the end of 4 full weeks. That's right, 1 month already on a new healthy plan. I'm excited that the week is over because, you guys, this has been a horrible week. This has by far been the toughest week yet, just mentally. It has just been a tough week. There have been so many days this week that I wanted to cheat, wanted to give up, wanted to give in because my body was just craving sugars. And it's not really that it was craving sugars. I think that it was craving comfort because it didn't really have a hankering for anything necessarily. Nothing sweet, you know, like normally we get that little sweet tooth. We know exactly what we want. It wasn't that. It was just tired of worrying about food, watching calories or watching portions or having to get a healthy snack. You know what I mean? It just was a tough week to push through. So tough. And I also made another mistake because I think we talked about a little bit on the last video about how some dietitians will recommend that you weigh daily and then get your average weight for the week instead of just weighing the same day every week, just because your body can fluctuate up and down. So I thought, you know what? I don't usually do that because it discourages me if I see the scale moving in a wrong direction, but I want to give it a try. So I did. And I shouldn't have. I totally should not have, because I got up a couple of mornings and the scale had actually shown that I had gained a couple of pounds. And you guys, I think that was like the beginning of the spiral for me of having such a tough week. I really do, because I know for a lot of you, you can get on the scale and if you see it moving up or even see it staying the same, it like motivates you to work harder so that you can get the scale moving down. For me, it has always been a discouragement because I'll tell you why. When I know I've done well, watched portions, watched what I'm eating, and I don't see the scale move, then it makes me feel like, why the heck even bother? You know what I mean? So I totally do not recommend that method for me. Now, it may work great for you, and you got to do what works for you, but weighing every day does not work for me. It just doesn't. So I am happy to say, though, that I was able to power through. I did not make the bad decisions. There was a night that I did have a couple of Kristen's cookies, and then later on that night, I had 3 Oreos. I know, that was a pretty bad day, but the food choices throughout the rest of the day were really great, and the food choices throughout the whole rest of the week were really great. It just was pushing through mentally. I think another thing that was really hard for me this week, too, is because most of you know, if you've been friends with me over on Facebook and kind of following that whole journey, then you know that Bub is leaving tomorrow. He is moving down to where he's going to be playing soccer for this upcoming season. And so we're still going to get to see him on the weekends, but it is 70 miles away that he's going to be living. He is going to be living with my parents, which makes me feel a little better because it's like his first jump out of the nest. At least is going to be landing with family. But you guys, it has been so tough for me. The tears have been flowing every day. And, you know, as we get ready and we're doing like lasts of things for a while, we'll say, oh, like, this is the last time I'm going to get to do this with you for a while, or this is the last time we're going to get to do this. So it's been a very emotional week. And I am a very emotional eater. I run to chocolate and sugar for comfort whenever I'm having a stressful time emotionally. So I'm sure that that's probably played a lot into it too. Just wanting to try to run back to those comfort foods to soothe my aching heart. You know what I mean? But I am happy to say that I didn't. I powered through, and I'm going to tell you what helped me to power through is thinking of my health. I do not want to be in a position, you guys, I'm going to be 50 years old this year on my birthday, and I don't want to be in a position of getting to this age, growing older, being in really poor health. I don't want to do that. So thinking about the longevity and thinking about, you know, is that donut or is that piece of chocolate really going to be worth it in the long run when we're talking about health issues? And even if the scale doesn't move, even if the tape measure doesn't move, I've got to take my focus off of the weight and put my focus on the health. So that's what I did. to power through. And I got to tell you, the last couple of days I've been feeling a lot better. But I was really nervous to step on the scale this morning, and I'm going to tell you why, because the scale was not my friend during the week whenever I was stepping on it, and it was going up instead of down. So I haven't weighed for the last 3 days. So let's see what happened. Here we go, stepping on that scale this morning. I am weighing in at 255 even. 255. So that is down 1.8 pounds from last Tuesday. Yay! Now that's exciting for me because actually during the week, now you got to remember last Thursday and Friday, I was weighing back up at 258. Like I had put on like 2 full pounds. So don't know if it was water weight, maybe a lot of sodium. I don't know. I don't know what had happened, but I am down to that 255, which is down 1.8. So excited about that. Pushing through and persevering really did pay off. Now, on the waist, I dropped another 1/2 inch. So I'm at 43¼ inches. You guys, that's exciting because I was at 46 inches when I started this journey 4 weeks ago. So that is down 2¾ inches, almost 3 inches on the waist. Now, here is a photo of what I was looking like on day 1. And then here is a side profile. And then here is what I was looking like today and the side profile. You can't see much of a difference yet. I know it's been a total loss of 5.6 pounds, I believe. Again, I'm going to have it for you on the screen. The accurate amount will be on the screen because I can't remember the total starting weight exactly. It's either 5.6 or 5.8, almost 6 pounds. So that's good. And then it has been that 2¾ inches on the waist. So there has been some good progress in this first month. I think the best progress, though, again, is not focusing so much on the scale or the measurements, but focused on how I feel. My skin is looking fantastic compared to where it was. It's got a long way to go, but it has come a long way. I feel more energetic. I feel better. I feel lighter. You know, like I was noticing as Bub and I were walking last night, having some exercise together before he leaves home, I just felt lighter. And I know that 5.5 pounds doesn't really sound like a lot of a difference, but you guys, that's a lot of difference off of your knees and your ankles, off of the strain on your heart. So I'm definitely feeling lighter and just overall feeling better. So all that being said, I think the first month was a great success, you guys. I think it was a huge success for me, although it was a tough week. It was such a hard week. Tell me below, how was your week? Are you on week 4 with me? Did you finish week 4? Did you maybe start later in the game? Maybe it was your first week, whenever you saw last week. Maybe you finally jumped in and got started. Tell me how you've been doing. Another thing that has really helped me, though, is the encouragement that we're seeing over in the group on Facebook. So again, if you're going to be a participant, then you can feel free to go ahead and send the invitation to join that group. No voyeurs allowed. So if you're not going to participate, then don't join the group. But if you want to, and you want to get in on the encouragement and talking things through, then by all means, get in over there. Because I've talked about how hard of a week it was for me. Some of the other ladies had a few struggles. Some ladies are doing really great, and seeing their progress is really encouraging, and it's helping us all to stay motivated. And I love that. I love all of you who are in that group. We're in this thing together, and that has really been a big help for me, especially during this week. Such a tough week. But there you go. That's my progress for week 4. I'm looking forward to week 5. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I will be getting back to filming the food vlogs for you guys probably starting tomorrow. I kind of stopped that because I felt like it's kind of redundant, almost the same foods every day. It was getting a little boring, but I need that for me. I need the accountability for me to go back and be able to see exactly what I'm eating and how much. So I'm going to be doing that, even if for no other reason, but just for me. So you can follow on the health channel if you so desire. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for sticking in there this week if you did, and for pushing through on your own if you did. We're going to do this thing, you guys. We're going to do it. All right. I want to thank you so much for joining. Remember, you were created for purpose, so go be all you can be. I'll see you soon.